Hi Glamour, my name is April. I live in Austin, Texas with my husband and two lovely pets. I'm a full-time nanny and content creator. I make about $50K full-time nannying and being a content creator. My rent is $17.90. I pay $8.25 myself. When it comes to my apartment style, I want to say very 70s, cottagecore, disco. So I really appreciate art. I love going to art museums. My husband actually proposed to me at the Dallas Art Museum, so we have a lot of appreciation for art. I just want my house to look like a museum. I want people to come in and say, wow, where did you get that piece? Where is this from? So this is my hand chair, my most favorite funky piece that I've had here in my home. I actually got this on Facebook Marketplace for $50. These resell from anywhere from $100 to $500. I wanted to make sure I got this right away. Saw the lady posted it 10 minutes ago, messaged her, told her I'm on my way. Didn't even ask her if she still had it. I said, I'm on my way. She was like, okay, here's my address. I got married last summer and it was a thrifty wedding. I thrifted every decor piece and item for our wedding from thrift stores. I used a lot of the items that you see as decor now at my wedding. I wanted to be as sustainable as I could be. I also wanted to make sure that when I was sourcing things for my wedding, it was things that I could use outside of my wedding and not just for one day. I think it's ridiculous to spend a lot of money on one day that you might not even remember. It flies by so fast. It was a great opportunity for me to add a bunch of items that I realistically can't afford to our registry list. This is my Miffy lamp. She was $300, so this was definitely out of my price range. So I made sure to put this on my wedding registry gift in hopes that someone would get it for me. She's one of my favorite lamps ever, and I will keep her till I'm 100 years old. I really appreciate vintage and I respect it, and I'm not one of those persons that's gonna go to the thrift store and retouch this beautiful mid-century dresser. I will never disrespect a dresser like that. These are actually two side tables that I made into one TV console. These two side tables came with a coffee table. I say this about everything being my favorite possession ever that I own, but this coffee table and this side table is going to go on my will. I just know. Everybody always asks me when I'm posting a picture of my living room, are those for sale? Are you selling those? Can you please tell me when you're selling that table? I'm never gonna sell it. Let's just put that out there. Never selling this, never getting rid of this. This is mine forever. So the coffee table and the two side tables came together for a total of $300 on Facebook Marketplace. I saved a lot of money with these. They do sell from anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 individually. I'm a big fan of checkered, as you can see. This was my first big adult purchase, I want to say. I never realized how expensive rugs till I became an adult. I tried to thrift this rug and sourced it on Facebook Marketplace, but I just couldn't find it anywhere. Every time I would message someone with a checkered board rug, they'd tell me, sorry, already sold. It's literally been only 10 minutes since they uploaded it. So it was one of those things where it's you know what? You're gonna have to buy this rug if you really want it. I did do Afterpay for this rug, so I did do 4 installment payments, which at the time was really convenient for me because I only ended up paying $52 4 times. So I do recommend doing that if there is something that you just really, really, really want, but can't see yourself paying at once. So I am the oldest out of 6 kids. So growing up, we only had 3 bedrooms. So that means sharing your space with your sibling, and they kind of have a say over what you can have in your room, what you can't have. And they hated color and they hated pink. So now as an adult, I get to have a pink dreamy space and I love it. So here we have my shopping cart. One day we were just driving around and I saw this gray beat down shopping cart and I just had a vision. I was like, how about we just put a bunch of plants, have them hanging all around and have it as decor in our patio. Loaded up the car, went to Michael's, got some spray painted all of it pink because it's my favorite color. So I actually got this yesterday at the thrift store. I go very often to the thrift store. I give myself a $20 budget every time. I don't know if it works. I just thought it was really cute. Gave me 70s vibe. I thought it was perfect red. It was only $10. When I was wedding planning, I realized that a wedding cake can go up to $1,000 and more. It's ridiculous how expensive wedding cakes are. So I started thinking, how can I have a wedding cake that I can keep forever without wasting money, but also having the memory and not having people ask me, where is your wedding cake? So I had someone make a styrofoam wedding cake for me that I can now have forever. I don't know if I want children in the future, to be honest, but I do hope that if I do have children, I can pass this on and just keep it in the tradition. So the whole vision with this area was diner vibes. My apartment did not come with this checkered tiled floor actually. It's actually adhesive removable tiles, renter friendly. I got this on Amazon for $14.99. It comes with about 20 tiles. It's really fun as far as content creating too, just because I can come here, snap a picture, use this area, remove the table, and I have a whole layout. So if we're being completely honest, I don't spend any time in my kitchen, but my husband does, so we have to make sure we keep it cute. I wanted to make sure everything was accessible, so this little case is like sugar, super cute, from our wedding actually, because we had a coffee bar at our wedding. I love where we live, and I love all the little knickknacks of it. It is an old home, you know, it comes with its little love things. But one thing that I'm not a big fan of, it's all the little scuffs on it just because it is an older unit. So one thing that I've done is just replace the scuffs with little decor pieces. So I'll use something like this to cover this whole stain that I have not been able to remove. And I'll just place random things on there like that. This is actually a vegetable holder that goes in your fridge. I sourced these ceramic fruits and vegetables on their own, and eventually really loved how they all look together, and I just wanted to have them as decor. Each one of them was about $2, but I have seen them on antique shops and they're about $30 for 2 of them together. So here we are in our office space. This is one of my favorite decor sections in this room. It's pretty much a collection of all of our favorite things as a couple. When it comes to organizing, I'm all about visuals. I want to make sure everything looks organized, put together, accessible, easy for me to know, like, okay, my cables are here, my VHS tapes are here with my Polaroid. Just wanted everything to be visually put together. So I made sure to get these baskets from Amazon. They're $4.99 for 5 of them, which I think is a great deal just because they're really cute on their own and you never be able to tell that there's about 20 cables in each one of them. This is a really fun piece that I have. It's actually a fruit bowl, but I put in a little mushroom lamp that I got at IKEA, put it in there and it turned into a lamp. I saw it on Pinterest, tried to look it up, couldn't find it. It's really expensive, like an actual seashell lamp. Made it myself. Another really fun thing, my friends make a lot of things and they're makers here in Austin, and there's a lot of markets every weekend it feels like. This is probably one of my favorite purchases at one of those markets. Handmade, beaded, super cute purse. I usually don't buy myself expensive purses just because I can go to the thrift store and find one for $5 to $10. This was $180. And it was one of my biggest purchases. It was really hard for me to say yes, but I just really wanted to treat myself while also supporting a small maker here in Austin, Texas. So when it came to our desk work area, I wanted to make sure that I was also adding things that my husband would actually use and would actually enjoy. But I really didn't like the desk that he had just because it wasn't really my style. It wasn't my favorite color. So I kept telling him, like, how about we buy a gaming desk, but we'll make it pink because I like pink. We'll meet halfway. I started looking everywhere. I made it my job to source these items on Facebook Marketplace. It eventually found this desk. She was like desperate to get rid of it. She had to move out. I told her, I'll go pick it up right now if you take $70 for it. She was down for it. So now we have it. So I did buy this at a Goodwill. It actually still has the price tag. It was $20. You can find these anywhere from $100 to $200 just because it is vintage. What I love about this is that it's 4 different layers and I can accessorize it very differently. I do have an 8mm camera, and you might be wondering, whoa, does she know how to like film 8mm? I do not. It's literally just a decor piece. One thing that I really wanted to make sure that our wedding had was 8mm taping. So I reached out, looked everywhere for someone to film my wedding in 8mm. It seemed like the most impossible thing. I came across an Instagram mutual who decided to give this to me as a gift if I paid for their airplane flight, which I thought was perfect. I had to pay for the film myself to get it developed, but having someone film my wedding in 8mm is hands down the best thing. Such a memorial thing. I love it, and I'm always gonna hold on to it forever. So like I mentioned, I am a content creator. I work with a lot of different brands, and I'm lucky enough to be sent product to me. So I do work with Ruggable, which is a rug company. I was lucky enough to pick this awesome rug that I just love. I feel like it's perfect for our space since I am a colorful person, and my husband appreciates his art so much. I want to say my favorite room in my space is my bedroom, just because that's where I go to relax. That's my safe space. That's where I write in my diary every night. That's where I meditate. That's where I try on all my favorite vintage dresses. It's just the bedroom I always wanted. Like I said, I had to share a room with my siblings, so now I have my own room, and I have a partner that loves how I decorate it, and I just feel like a little princess in there. I wanted to feel like I was entering a new space as soon as I stepped in here, differently from the different vibes downstairs, the office. So the bow behind me is actually from my wedding as well. My friend made this herself. This was supposed to be used for the entryway, but we did not get to use it due to them not allowing us to hang anything. I didn't want to just throw it away. I wanted to visually see it every day, and I figured, wait, our bedroom. I could literally wake up every day, see it. It's so beautiful. I get so many compliments on this every time I post a picture in front of it. Anytime a friend comes over, they always ask me where I got it from, if they can buy it from me. It's just beautiful. And the fun part about this is that my friend actually made it from recycled fabric that she just thrifted herself. So I think it was about $9 to make. These pillowcases are actually pillowcases with flowers from our wedding day. So I was gifted these lovely pillowcases where they recycled and dyed all of our wedding flowers into them for us to keep forever. I just love being able to sleep every day with a little memory from a very special day. The mushroom lamp. I just love this lamp so much. I have been wanting this lamp forever. It's always out of stock. It's impossible to find. Everyone resells it for double the price. It's just unbelievably hard to find. So I took it upon me to add it onto my wedding registry list. I was hoping somebody would get it for me. Somebody did. I'm so happy. I literally will take this to my grave with me. I love my mushroom lamp. So beautiful. I want to say she retails for $130. A really fun thing about my side table is that I got this at a garage sale and it was $25. I was able to haggle the girl. It was originally $45 and I asked her she'd take half. She said, let's meet at $25. So got this table. What I love about it is that I can hide all my Polaroids in there. I love taking pictures of my friends, my partner, and I just love holding on to memories as much as I can. So growing up, it was really hard for me to display things on my dresser just because I do have siblings that like to touch everything they see. So now that I'm an adult and I have my own space in my own room, I try to display as much as I can on my dresser. My mom gifted me this camera for my birthday, right? Loved it, was the happiest girl ever, and I lost it and I cried and I was too embarrassed to tell my mom. I didn't want to break her heart. So I took it upon me to go to thrift stores and I found this camera for $10. Literally the camera that my mom spent hundreds of dollars on for $10, and it works, and she doesn't know. Wait, if you're watching this, Mom, now you know about this. Sorry. So these are perfume bottles. They are vintage. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually put perfume in there, but right now I just love how they look. The labeling is beautiful, super cute, super dainty. This is my mini Miffy lamp. This was actually purchased just because I couldn't afford the big one. I bought this and thought, you know what, mini Miffy lamp will do. Now I have her here. So I actually got this mirror at a garage sale. I noticed they were just setting up. I was on my way to work. I was actually late and I had to stop. You know, this mirror caught my attention. I just had to. It was $10 for this mirror. It's so crazy because it's actually an antique mirror. It actually has a tag in the back, which is really amazing. It's super heavy. It takes 2 people to carry it. Every time a friend comes over, they ask me how much I spent on this. Literally $10, they can't believe it, just because they are pretty expensive, mirrors in general, but when it is a vintage mirror, it's a lot more expensive. I actually feel like my home is never going to be done. I feel like I'm always going to be sourcing things to create the space that I want. My partner is very respectful when it comes to just like my obsession with thrifting and decorating our home and making it our space. He's more of, I want to say he's a minimalist, if we're being honest, but I've kind of embraced the whole maximalist lifestyle, and I've showed him that, hey, you can have a lot of things for very affordable prices. I want to make sure that I do collectively make sure that this space is both of ours and we're both making it our home, our space, making it a space that when we get off work, we love to come here, we love to spend time here. I don't want him to feel like, hey, this is April's home only. This is actually April's and Connor's home.